Hi, I'm Jamie Nodder. I'm a Vice President at Management Solutions Plus, which is an association management company in Rockville, Maryland. And I'm also the co-author, along with Maddie Grant, of a new book called Humanize, How People-Centric Organizations Succeed in a Social World. And I'm hoping you guys read the article that just came out in Associations Now that I wrote about the book. It covers the basic 4 human principles that we talk about that make up what we call a human organization. Open, trustworthy, generative, and courageous. And in the book, we actually go into a little bit more detail about how to actually make that happen. Because we're a very activist team. We want people to start doing things differently and making changes. So in the book, we actually break it down. Each one of those elements gets broken down into how do you address your organization's culture around that element, how do you change the way you do your processes or your structure, and then how do you change the way you do individual behavior wherever you are in the hierarchy. So as an example, I think of the issue of trustworthy. It's hard to get people to disagree with me around trustworthy. They all want trustworthy organizations. But in the book, we talk about what that really means at the level of organizational culture. If you want a trustworthy organization, you need a culture that embraces transparency. And that's easier said than done. And so we talk specifically about how do you walk the walk of a transparent culture. And that means what information that you're not sharing now can you share, and with whom, and for what reasons. It's not about just random transparency, it's about strategic transparency. So I know I got in trouble a few years ago when I put on a blog post that I recommended that organizations share their salary information internally so that everyone in your organization knows what everyone else makes. And I got some really emotional comments about how bad that idea was, that it would ruin morale and it would cause conflict and it would be a terrible thing to do. And honestly, if you don't want to share your salary information, that's fine. But it can be done. Whole Foods actually shares all of their compensation data with all of their employees internally. But they don't just do it because they think it's a generically good idea. They do it because their compensation data is related to performance of teams in specific stores. And so if you want to know who's doing the best, who's having the best results in a particular store or a particular team, you find that out by looking at the compensation data. Then you can call those people and find out what they're doing. Okay, so Whole Foods did that in order to increase their overall profitability. They did it with a very strategic intent. So my question to associations is, what is the information you have that you could be sharing more broadly that would generate better results? And it requires discipline to think through this, and maybe salary information is it, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's something else. What do you have inside your staff knowledge that you're not sharing with the board, or inside your board circles that you're not sharing with the broader membership that could generate the kind of action you need? Figuring those things out and making them happen, that helps you create a transparent culture, which helps you create a trustworthy organization. So specifically, when it comes to transparency, think about what is it you're going to share, who you're going to share it with, and strategically, how are they going to use that? Why is it that you need to share that information? Figure those things out, and you're on your way to becoming a more human organization.